Okay. Previous class we were learning about the customer based pricing. We saw few approaches of how the pricing will be done. So here in the pricing, the first one was penetration pricing. Then we went on to understand price skimming. In penetration pricing, they start with the low price and later they will keep the high price. In skimming, they enter with the high price and they slowly reduce the price later. In loss leaders, they will reduce the price of few products in the store and they will increase the price of few other products in the store, which means they are trying to balance the prices. Then predatory pricing, this is illegal in India because they cannot keep the lowest price for any of the products. They are supposed to have a proper price, or they have to maintain the competition pricing. So that is predatory pricing. Then after that is psychological pricing. Now in psychological pricing is all your bata rates, 199, 299, 399, which will help you in actually buying the product where our psychology or we think that the products are priced less, okay, and we think we are buying worth of the product. Next is competitor based price. Here we see the competitors prices, take that as base and we will go on and keep our prices, okay, that is competitor based price. Now the next concept is price sensitivity. Okay, so price sensitivity in this, it's a degree to which price of a product affects consumers purchasing behaviors. So in price sensitivity, it is saying that how much the price will change whenever there is any change in demand or supply. How will the price affect? Okay, so that is to what extent will the price affect? That is also been measured. So that is called as price sensitivity. Now let's read it further. So the degree of price sensitivity varies from product to product and from consumer to consumer. So in economics, this is known as price elasticity of demand, but this price elasticity will change from product to product and customer to customer. How will customer react to the product price, and how will also the price change in different situation? Okay, let's just understand that little part of price elasticity of demand. The extent of response of demand for a commodity to a given change in price, the other determinants remaining constant, is termed as price elasticity of demand. So this is the definition, meaning everything of price elasticity of demand. So this is a 2 marks question asked, what is price elasticity of demand? And another 2 marks question which you can expect is what is price sensitivity? But this price elasticity of demand is asked for 2 marks, at least in 2 of the question papers. So what is the meaning is the extent of response of demand. Now that the hand sanitizers, all that is in too much in demand, okay, and masks also there are too much in demand. So the demand response is high, okay, which means now the price also will be elastic, the price also will change. Okay, the people, many of them, when before lockdown, when there was this panic, or people were afraid of getting coronavirus, so they started wearing mask every day, and each mask was costing 600, 800, 900 and all that. So in such high demand time, the prices also increases. Now suddenly there was short of mask in such a time, because out of nowhere everybody purchased all the mask that was there. So that response to the demand is given with the price. So that is known as price elasticity. Okay, there is also another definition given. Let's see that. The price elasticity of demand can be defined as ratio of relative change in demand and price variable. So relatively, if demand changes, price will also change. So that is known as price elasticity of demand. There is also a formula for that. This is pure economics, but 100% followed in uh, retail management. Okay, any shop, they use all of these techniques to analyze and understand and forecast how what is going to happen later. Okay, so the small formula for price elasticity is percentage change in quantity demanded divided by percentage change in price. Okay, so that is the price elasticity concept. Here the price is sensitive to the demand whatever you see on daily basis, and this demand and price changes, it changes from customer to customer and product to product. Okay, any doubts in this slide? Did you all understand? Okay, this chapter is quite important, so anyways I'm covering only what is very very important for the examination also, so better concentrate on all the topics. Now let's go on further. Next is value pricing. Now we understood how the price is very sensitive to the demand variations. Now let's go and understand the next concept of value pricing. It's based on what the customer is willing to pay. Now if customer thinks, yes, this is worth buying, okay, this product is worth buying, whatever amount I've given to that product is worth from my side, then that is called as value pricing. Okay, so price is set in accordance with customer perceptions is how you receive the product. Now if I say the word, let's take for example, if I say the word books, so what comes into your mind? You have college in your mind, you have classes, so you have an image which comes up as soon as I say one word. Okay, so that is perception. So once you see a product, you have that perception in mind. Okay, you have these images which comes related to that product. So according to that customer's perception about the value of the product or service. So if I think going to a saloon and getting a one set of makeup done, or let's say going to a barber shop and getting a haircut, that if that is worth 50 rupees for me, then that is value pricing. Okay, if I believe that the price what he is charging or the shop is charging or the company is charging is proper and I am happy with that, I am happy paying that price, then that is called as value pricing. Okay, this approach is used where external factors such as recession or increased competition force companies to provide value products or services to retain sales. Now usually what happens, value pricing is a little difficult to maintain. Okay, we can give the products at lesser cost, but it is very difficult to maintain for longer period of time. Why it is difficult? Because you will have competitors, you will have other companies which will come out with more different products, variety of offers, or you can see recession happening in the economy now. No, people do not have money at all. Okay, now certain days people had money but the shops were not open. So all these are external as well as internal factors that will make us change the pricing of the product. Certain times a little variation also must make the customers think it is value pricing. Okay, so that is the next point. Now there's an example given to us, value meals at McDonald's. Okay, so there is something called happy price menu, or you can see in McDonald's there is one more menu set for kids where they get some hair clips and toys, and some puzzles which where they can sit and spend a lot of time in McDonald's. So such menu was given from the lower price only. Okay, such value meals were given from 25 rupees onwards. So that is a value price. So whatever we are paying, that is very very much value price. Okay, next. Another example is vada pav, which is also an Indian version of burger. Yeah, for us, vada pavs are the burgers. Now that is sold at a very less price in the local shop. Okay, in local shop you'll get that 10, 15, 20. A little hi-fi shop will go to 25 and 30 and all. Okay, so customer visits McDonald's to have a burger there, which is entertaining, instead of having in a local chat shop. Now what they do is, in McDonald's it is all colorful, it is nice, the ambience is nice to spend time, so they go to McDonald's to eat the same burger. But in the local shop you don't get that entertainment, you don't get that ambience to sit and spend time with your friends, okay, or any loved ones. Now in that scenario you would prefer to go to McDonald's. So that is the value pricing. Next, I am fixing the value pricing. Customers perceptions play, sorry, in fixing the value pricing, customers perception plays an important role, which is based on customers needs, preferences, expectation, financial ability, and what a competitor offers. So this is again the same discussion of internal and external factors. Here again, customers perception, and how are they trying to see the product, what is the product good, is the product bad, or can I afford the product. Now I want to buy a very good pair of shoes, okay, let's say. Now in that pair of shoes, can I afford to buy? That is the first question. Even though I very badly want to buy a pair of shoes, but still, can I afford to buy is a big question mark. Now even if I buy the shoes, when will I use? Now certain times what will happen, we will buy a lot of products, but we will not have time to use the product, or we will not be getting an occasion to use the product, especially with your dresses, or with your accessories, or any sort of footwear like this. Okay, so in such scenario, uh, see, all these things are considered in value pricing. So if they select a price for that pair of shoes, let's say the shoes is costing me 1500 rupees. Now that 1500 rupees, how did they come? They will think everything around. They have to make sure the shoes is of good quality. They should make sure the raw material cost is included in 1500, marketing cost is included, packing cost, packaging cost, distribution cost, all sorts of taxes, and still a little part of profit which is added. And then the customer should feel, yes, this shoes is really worth 1500 and it will last longer period of time. So I include so many factors to uh, you know judge upon the value pricing. Okay, so this method does not consider either cost of the product or market price to fix the price of its product. Now value price, one scenario is keeping the profit element and everything. The other way is, what it does is, it will only have a customer perception. It will think, okay, now how the customer is going to see the product and buy the product. Okay, so that is the only intention, or that is the only thought which is in their mind before fixing the value pricing. Another example is a normal vegetable vendor. Okay, those vegetable carts who come near home, you go and ask him for 1 kg of any vegetable. For you, he will say one rate. Let's say 1 kg of carrot he's talking about. Let's say 1 kg of carrot is 30 rupees. Okay, he will say, madam, for you 1 kg of carrot is 20 rupees. Okay, he reduces his price immediately for a regular customer. So that is value pricing. He is giving you priority, and he's thinking, okay, now what will this customer think about my business or my products, and what is the expectation. Okay, this customer always buys from my shop or purchases from my shop, so what are that person's expectation? So that is in total value pricing. So many products, if they go on with value pricing, they are making a lot of money. Okay, hope everybody understood value pricing. Anybody has doubt? Anybody has doubt in the value pricing concept? Okay, so let's continue. There are few advantages and disadvantages of value pricing. Again, a 6 marks question. What is value pricing? Explain its advantages and disadvantages. Okay, so that's one of the questions. So the answer is here. Few of the advantages is it offers superior product at a reasonable price to the customer. So because the person always thinks about what consumer will think and what he is trying to do, so in such scenario they will always see to it that they keep the lowest price for the very good quality. So that is offering the product, superior product at less price. It helps in boosting sales. Very obvious, because they are giving you a good quality at a less price. So everybody wants to buy your products. So it will increase the sales. It results in increased profit as the price fixed is highest possible price for the product. So it increases profits as the price fixed, because according to me or according to the company, now if I buy a Reebok shoes, according to Reebok, that is the best price for the product. So which means that price also includes their part of profit. So that is why it will increase their profit as the sales increases. It helps in earning customer loyalty, as customers feel the price paid by them is justifiable and repeated purchase and referrals is achieved. Now what will happen if one person come to the shop, he is happy about the product, he buys the product, he goes and say it out to many other people. Okay, word of mouth promotion. You like one shop where you eat chats, you immediately go and inform your friend, okay, there's a new chat store, the next time we'll go together. Okay, that person informs to another person. Like this, it's a chain. Okay, so loyal customers or people who regularly visit the store, they always make sure they refer other persons who can come and buy the product there. So that in turn will again increase the sales. So these are few of the advantages of value pricing, where they are giving good products at a reasonable price. It will also help in increasing your sales, it will help in increasing your profit, and it will make sure you get more customer base, because more number of customers repeatedly coming, and also they will help you in referring to new customers. So these are advantages. Now let us see few of the disadvantages. This method is suitable for highly specialized product or specialized retailers and not for general products or retailer. Now what happens if it is customized product, something like boutiques? Now in boutique scenarios, you go there, you like a design, you get your dress designed by the person or the fashion designer, and you're happy. Okay, next time you pay the reasonable amount and you come back. Next time you take your friend along with you or sister along with you, or any other person, or even if it's your mother or anybody you wanted them to get a new dress stitched, so you take them along with you. So these are specialized products. Okay, so this method is only for specialized products, is what they are saying about. So general products, it's difficult for us to do value pricing, because if we don't consider the profit matter or the profit element, companies will be at loss. They will not be able to do any of the further expansion in the business. Then under this method, the retailers generally tend to fix high prices or highest possible price to earn profit. So which means if I want to buy a Reebok shoes, that 1500 rupees which I took as an example, okay, it's just an example, usually the prices will go beyond 4000, 6000, 8000 also. So that 1500 for a Reebok shoe is the highest price they can keep. Okay, but they will convince us saying that is the most value price for the product, because they are giving more features and quality in the product. So here this value pricing many times seems to be the highest possible price. Next, competitors offer lower prices than the value price fixed by the retailer. So this is what we discussed in the previous slide actually. So when they keep the value pricing, that is the reasonable amount whatever they wanted to collect, there may be many other companies who comes up with much lower prices. Okay, the competitors can say, okay, if Reebok is giving at 1500, now Nike will say, okay, I will give the shoes at 1000 rupees. So there are a lot of other competitors who wants to come here and do their business. Next, a retailer who prices product as per value pricing will generally adopt cost cutting techniques. This makes employees of the retailer firm to quit and join competitor firms. Now this is a little uh, problem with all the value pricing firms. Now what they will do is, since they are getting only value for the product and they don't get too much of profit element, so they will try to cut cost in everything. Okay, every bill, every overhead, including employees salary, if they try to cut the cost everywhere, so employees will try to understand for few months. Okay, but later they will quit and join other firms, which means these value pricing retailers are also leaving the good firms just because they are following value pricing, and they join the competitors firm. So in short, value pricing is you pay the price as per your perception. So if according to your perception, if the price is good, then you go on and pay. So here you don't consider too much of profit element and all that, so you just keep in mind the customer's price when you're paying it. This value pricing is not bad, but it only applies to few businesses and cannot be used by everybody. Okay, so that is value pricing. Any doubt in these slides again? Okay. Now let's go to the markdown pricing. Now markdown pricing is another, just a second. Okay, markdown pricing is another way of pricing the products. Let's see and understand this. Now, markdown pricing is often used in retail clothing stores, but it can be a competitive advantage in any business where the store needs to move slow selling merchandise off the shelves as rapidly as possible and to reinvest in most popular items. Now, you can see them in all of your textile showrooms. Okay, markdown pricing is, they will reduce the prices and they will put it up, something like your clearance sale kind of a thing. Okay, now here what happens is, this is used in retailer clothing center. So you can see that when you mark down the price or when you get down the price, okay, in such case the stock which was always kept in the shelves immediately will get over. Okay, you can see lot of clearance sale somewhere around your January, November, October, November, December, January. Okay, these time you can find the clearance sale. A lot of clearance sale happens at those times, because after that they will get a fresh per stock of goods. So that is why they make sure they clear all the previous stock. Now or let's take for example any furniture showroom. They have 60% clearance sale, flat 60% off, flat 70% off. Now that is just that they want to clear off all those old furnitures which are there in the store. So it's not that they are those furnitures are bad in quality, but it has been there from long time and nobody has bought it. Okay, that is the only reason where they mark down the price and they sell it. Somehow it has to be sold. Okay, so that is why they sell it. Okay, that is markdown pricing. Next, it's a strategy to attract customers and stimulate demand. Yes, stimulation of demands for sure happens because you attract customers by reducing the prices. Okay, you reduce the prices to very less amount. So once you reduce the price to less amount, people will come and see what are you selling. And once they realize that the prices are very low, they will buy. They will go and send someone else also to buy. Okay, they will send their neighbors. They will send their first floor house, ground floor house. Everybody else will come and start buying the product. So demand is increased. Under this pricing, retailers sell the product by reducing the price of the product from the marked price. Marked price is nothing but the MRP, or the actual price of the product. Okay, it's also known as discount pricing. So they will say, okay, this shirt is worth let's say 600 rupees. Now in discount, after discount, it is worth 350 rupees. Okay, so after discount they will say the rate. So that is called markdown pricing. So why do they do markdown? I hope everybody understood the meaning. Now let's just understand why do they do this markdown. Okay, it is used in clearing the stock at the end of the season, or on items that are not selling well. So somehow I want to sell the product and make sure I get the new stock, so I can get good customers and sell the product better. So that is why I mark down the prices and I buy the I sell the products. Next, to attract customers to the store for a sale. Now when I have a board which says clearance sale, 50% off, 80% off, 90% off and all, now what the thought which comes to customers' mind is, okay, clearance sale are best to buy good quality products, so everybody will rush into the store. So you always attract customers with the board which says clearance sale. Then there are certain customers also who think, okay, clearance sale means whatever is left out, all good, bad, everything is mixed up. True, it is mixed up, but you will have to have a talent of choosing what is the right thing. That is the only thing required in markdown pricing shopping. To keep competitors out of the market, if you are maintaining that good position in the market always, by having such clearance sales, giving more offers, giving more discounts, you can always make sure the competitors does not come to your line and they stay out of the market. Okay, there are simple formulas which are given here to calculate the markdown pricing. Okay, how do they calculate markdown pricing? It is marked price into rate of markdown, which is nothing but marked price is MRP, my maximum retail price. Suppose if I am selling a shirt at 600 rupees, now I am giving 50% discount. Now rate of markdown is nothing but the discount percentage. Okay, now into 50% will give me 300. So that will be the markdown price or selling price. Okay, this is markdown price or selling price. Okay, I hope everybody understood markdown pricing also. Anybody has doubt in that markdown pricing? Okay, let's continue. So we saw the P's. We are actually understanding the P's of marketing. Now the P's of marketing, which we understood, the price. Okay, the next P of marketing is your place. Okay, now place of business is also very important for us to understand. So let us understand how this place is going to influence us. So first thing, place in the marketing mix refers to the channel or the route through which goods move from source to the final user. This, what they are saying is, place means the goods is moving from the source. Source is the manufacturing plant or the manufacturing area. From that company, from the manufacturer to the final user. The final user is the customer. So the goods are going from the manufacturer to the final user. So that is so place is one of the route, or it's a channel where the goods go from manufacturer to the customer. Then let's understand a little meaning. It's a platform where the goods and services are transacted. It includes not only a physical location but also virtual location. Now this virtual location is an addition. Okay, before it was only physical location. So this place is a platform. Okay, it's one base where you will be able to buy the products, and manufacturers or retailers will be able to sell their products. Nowadays, it can be physical as well as virtual. Virtual is all your websites or the apps that you use. Physical is the directly when you visit the store, it is called physical. Okay, so place, this is another meaning. Continued with, place is the location of where the product or service is available for purchase. That is what it's explaining, a direct store or an app or a website. Then, marketing managers must decide on the correct location from which to offer their product or services. Now, if you have a, suppose there is a florist. Florist is the person who makes all this bouquets and different sorts of flower decoration. He's called as florist. Now, this person, this florist, if he has a store near to any of the function halls or conventional centers, then he will get more business than having a office somewhere near to any other store. Okay, so or if he is near to the temple also, people don't buy bouquets to the temple, they buy a normal flower. Okay, but if he's a florist who is only dealing with bouquet or the flower decoration, in all such scenarios he will have to make sure he put his store into a correct location. That is maybe near near a hospital. Near hospital bouquets many of them will buy, or if not, the best place is very nearby to the any conventional or function hall, convention center or function hall. So likewise, for every business you will have to choose a correct location where you can get enough business. So that is called place. The product needs to be available when the customer wants it. This is very, very important. It seems like a very easy line, but this customer want, okay, this is one thing which has made all the companies discover, invent, experiment and go crazy and do everything. So the product has to be available when the customer wants it. Nobody should say it is out of stock. You cannot say it is not there, except the extreme scenarios like COVID-19. But apart from that, all the other time you will have to make sure the customers get their products on time and are happy with the product. So this is your introduction to place. Okay, a little more explanation about the place. This is quite important. They can ask you write a note on place. Let's understand. Place is the element of marketing mix that ensures the product is distributed and made conveniently available to the customer at right location. So right location has to be analyzed by the manager, sales manager. So he will have to make sure everything is at right place, right time, right person, everything has to be taken care of. Okay, so this place, okay, it's imperative that when customer comes into the store to purchase a product, the product is readily available without an issue. Now let's take for example, we are running a store. Now there is store A and there is store B. Okay, now store A is selling jeans. Store B is also selling jeans. In between store A and B, there are two other stores, X and Y. Let's say these stores are selling bangles. Store X is selling bangles. Store Y is Okay, store Y, let's say it is the sandwich shop. Okay, one eatable in between. It has to be there. So store A and store B are selling jeans. Now, if a customer visits store A first and he asks for the particular jeans, and if we say it is not available, immediately the person walks out. Okay, he doesn't try to ask more information or request you to get the products. He immediately walks out and search for another store where he finds store B and get into the store B to buy the product. Now, for store A, it is easy to say they don't have stock or they have not got it. Okay, but they are losing a customer. Okay, that customer or the consumer will think, okay, store A always will not have any new jeans or any new designs. Now what this customer will think, okay, let's name the customer C. Okay, now what this customer C will do, he will buy the jeans from B and go home. Okay, next time he wants to come and buy jeans, suppose he's come with his friends. Okay, now C is come with his friends, let's say ST. Okay, two other friends are there along with him. Now what C will do, he will not go to store A, he will directly go to store B. Anybody can say why he will directly go to store B? He was supposed to again check with store A and then go to store B. So now he's come along with his friends who wants to buy jeans. Now can you say why he will go directly to B and not A? Can anybody answer this? So you have store A and you have store B. There is store A which is selling jeans. There is store B which is selling jeans again. Okay. In between store A and store B, there are two stores X and Y. Now in one line, store A, store X, store Y and store B. 4 shops are there. Store A is selling jeans. Store X, okay, this is a shop which is selling, did I write? Okay, let's take for example, this is selling bangles. Okay, so that was my example. This is selling bangles. Next, store Y was a sandwich shop. Now, there is a customer C. Customer C will come and buy jeans in shop A. He will first come and inquire in shop A. So in shop A, he does not get whatever was his requirement. Now, the customer C from shop A will go to shop B and buy the product. Okay, he'll go to shop A, he leaves from there and he'll go to B to buy the product. Now what happens? First time he has bought the product. Okay, first time he has bought the product, it's done. Now next time, okay, that was case 1. Now next time, C along with his other 2 friends ST. Okay, now these 3 of them will come for shopping. Now the second time they are not going to shop A, they are directly going to shop B. Why? The reason behind going to shop B directly is C, the customer, has in mind that he will never get any products which is of his requirement in shop A. Whenever he goes and asks or inquires about any product in shop A, he has that perception or he always thinks that he will not get the product in shop A, which in return what it means is slowly the business of shop A will reduce. Okay, because one customer can influence many other customers along with him and take them to the store where he was satisfied. So that is very, very important when it comes to place. You have to make sure the availability of the product is there and they always shop without any issue. So if they have issue, you should make sure the issue is resolved then and there. If you're not giving the product at the right place, then it is difficult for any business to sustain for a longer period of time. So I hope everybody understood the example at least now. Still anyone who did not understand? Okay, next. Let's finish this off. Okay, place would be intermediaries. Now, place also includes the place of intermediaries, that is, people who supply the products, then distributors, then you'll have wholesalers and retailers. So, place means the place of intermediaries, place of distributors, wholesalers, retailers. Everybody will be included. This refers to how organization will distribute the products or services they are offering to the end users. Now, a place is already includes virtual as well as physical place. So, which means these distributors or wholesalers or retailers, whoever are there, the place of virtuality is also included. The website is also part of the place. So here the organization should make sure, or the website should make sure, that they distribute the product properly to the correct customer. Then the organization must distribute the product to the user at the right place and at the right time. Now, if you order something on Amazon, they say they are going to deliver your product after 5 days. They have to deliver the product after 5 days, or if they deliver it before, well and good. So they have to deliver it to the right place and right time. Then, efficient and effective distribution is important if the organization is to meet its overall marketing objectives. And if an organization underestimates demand and customers cannot purchase products because of it, profitability will be affected. Now, if you understand or if you see the present situation, all of these online platforms sent a message, or they're continuously keeping the customers updated when are they going to start their business for other products. As of now, normal stores or online stores, until 2 days back, they were only concentrating on essentials, the like groceries or medical help, all those essential parts they were keeping in mind. Now, since the lockdown is eased a little, so they are trying to deliver the other products also which was there in the stock. So customers can buy any product and they can use it at any point of time. In worst case, if you underestimate or if you ignore customers demand, or if you are not able to meet customers expectation, direct result of that will be decrease in profit. The store will not get any profit if you don't keep in mind the demands of the customer. Okay, so that is the importance of the place where you do your business. Okay, hope everybody understood the first part of the these two slides, that is place. Any doubts here? So we'll stop here for today.